All right. Okay. Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome to the Aftercast. I'm your host, Victor Saber77. This is the late night Transformers show. I'm going to change the name. Probably not Transformers. We talk about everything else. We got caught up on the Cybercast, talking about other things. And it was a good show. So if you guys haven't checked that out, it's in video form after the show. Go check it out. It's on G1 Extron's YouTube channel. Got a good show for you tonight. First off, we'll get into some introductions, hauls, and some screen sharing and just stuff. So, all right, Chris Barrett Prime. My God.
Howdy. It's been a long time.
It's been a while. How you been, man?
Yeah, not too bad. A mixture of getting new jobs and currently trying to stay awake at like 5 o'clock in the morning, so good old times. But yeah, same old, kind of.
Awesome. Well, I appreciate you being on the show.
Right.
And where can people find you? And what do you do? What's your zip code, phone number, bank account?
Social security number.
Well, every morning I get up and I go to pee about 5 o'clock in the morning, but that's a different story. But you can find me.
Prostate. There is a pill for that.
Yeah, indeed it is. You can find me on YouTube and Facebook at Barrett Prime, and that's pretty much it.
All right. Awesome. Charles, what's up, man?
What's up, Jane? Find me on Twitter and Instagram at Optimus4Prez.
Cool. All right. Dalton, how's it hanging, man?
Doing pretty good. Find me on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, all Dalton NCFs.
I see you got a bookcase back there.
Yeah, things are getting better over there. You're building up a little.
Yeah. And there should be another one next week.
You paint the walls back there?
From all that drug money, huh?
Oh, right. I didn't know that.
What the hell?
Well, you are in Colorado, and it is.
He's working at the dispensary. He tells you guys that it's the gas station, but it's a dispensary.
Mm-hmm.
We're bringing back the cigarette dispensers that we had back in the day. Now they're dispensing other things. But we
Mom, can I get 2 quarters? Puts in the 2 quarters and gets the little bowl and opens it up. Oh, little
special
Colorado leaf there. So
we call it the penny.
Oh God.
Moving on.
The penny machine is the one-hit machine. So.
Welcome, Dust, and thanks for being on the show. I know it's late for you, but
yeah, no, I was messing around making some beats and just messing around. I got the whole weekend off, so
sweet.
I was like, oh wow, is it almost time? Yeah, let me jump on. I hit up Tommy Barricade, so maybe Tommy Barricade will come in. The rest of the guys are kind of doing some family stuff or passed out, but
passed out,
yeah.
All the turkey.
Yeah, they're still passed out. I don't know if there's going to be a show Monday because they'll be still passed out.
Where can people find you, man?
Dust Mites on Instagram, Dust Mites, Twitter. Trying to get back into Twitter. It's tough. You guys got to help me. You guys got to help me. I need that Twitter support. I can't get into Twitter. I don't know. Everybody's like, everybody's got. You got to do it. You got to do it. But I'm trying. What's up?
No, just step on the fucking monkey and do it.
Just step on the monkey. I know.
Step on the monkey.
YouTube, Dust Mites. Also, check out Rum Collector's YouTube channel. We have a Facebook group and all that good stuff.
Sweet. Josh, you're next.
You can find me, G1 Extron, on Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, and my Facebook page is the G1 Extron.
Awesome. And you can find me, Victory Saber 77, on YouTube and Twitter at that name, but my Facebook page and Instagram is the Victory Saber 77. So
we're gonna get that back for you. We're gonna find out who got it. We're gonna get it back.
Sorry, my bad.
Yeah, thanks, Dalton. Real quickly, let's get into some hauls. Chris, I know you haven't been on the show for a couple of months, but if you can compile it into just,
I'll go for the main ones because that's a long list. For you G1 lover fans, so whether you can see it in the very back, I got the reissue of Triptychon, so I finally have that, and my God, awesome. I'd say that is probably the most hype thing I've ever got in my life. I melted as soon as I got it. I was like a little kid, so that was awesome. Other random Transformers and not really Transformers-y, but got new cameras, a power shot, G7X, which is absolutely amazing. So yeah, there was that.
Awesome.
I mean, it should be good anyway for like 350 quid. But yeah.
Cool. Charles, what do you got?
Nothing this week.
All right. Dalton, what'd you got?
I got a goose egg this week.
Well, you got a bookcase up. That's good enough.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, next week you'll see quite a bit more.
Ooh,
Great.
all right. Dust, anything for you?
Actually, nothing this week Transformer-wise, but I bought a big thing today.
Oh yes, I saw that on.
Yeah, I purchased a new vehicle.
That's cool.
But does it transform? We're just trying to figure that out.
Are you gonna let Asian kid Matt near it?
No, I do not want to be seen from space. Okay.
He'll transform it for you.
Yeah.
This kid's got to put 7 batteries in his car just to keep up with those LEDs. Okay. I don't need to replace my alternator every 3 months.
He's got. Does he have one of those power surge caps?
I don't know.
That people buy to like make sure that they don't run their battery down for like their stereo
Josh,
competition?
I would probably tell you probably not. Knowing that, probably not. But I cannot definitely say that's true or not. I will ask him the next time I talk to him. But
big shout out to Asian kid Matt.
He's got a lot of lights in there, and
he does. He puts a lot of work in that car.
Yeah, he does.
I used to be in the competitive, like stereo competition stuff, and like all these people had all these caps and extra batteries. Like I can only imagine that's how his trunk is to power all those lights.
I keep telling him he's very into his car modifications and stuff, and he's in some car groups. I said, that's your thing, man. You should really run with that. I told him start making videos of it and really push that. That could be your new outlet for that stuff. So maybe we'll get him to do what's in the trunk.
What's in the trunk? Nice.
Or something like that, where he could like take vids of his car and show us what's going on. That would be quite interesting. So we could all see.
Life.
Yeah, garage life or something.
I mean, there's a lot of conventions because like I said, I used to do that, and we used to go to like hot import nights and all import tuner, all these different little things. So it was fun doing car shows.
I'm waiting for the Christmas themed look they do for Wild Rider. I'm waiting for that.
I tell you what, I'll ask him. I was like, yeah, how long did it take you? About 6 hours. Did you read the instructions? No. Well, maybe you would have got it done in an hour if you used the damn instructions.
Yeah. He is very talented. I see pictures of him just doing stuff. I'm like, what the hell?
Good dude. He's a good dude. Shout out to Matt. Asian kid.
Josh, what'd you get, man?
Chris Pinkerton picked up 3 of the Star Wars Battlefront Stormtrooper exclusives. So, because I've yet seen those at one of my local ones. So he had 5, and I was like, well, let me just get 3 and maybe get the rest to game. And then I got forget if this was last week, but there was an Aftercast last week, but a gold that gold KO MP10, which I don't like it. I want to sell it.
Really?
Wow.
It's a KO, and the whole thing on eBay is it says, hey, it's fully transformable. So I was like, and it comes brand new in box. I was like, okay, cool. The box is just a cardboard box. So there's no artwork on it at all, and on the front of it says "Do not transform."
Wow!
I was like, what the hell?
What? Is it because the paint may flake?
Yeah.
Oh, it's a transistor.
So I was like, so don't put in the description that it's fully transformable, but on the box, I'm like, hey, don't transform this thing.
Wow. Yeah. That's bad.
And it was 140, so it's KO, and I'm like, you know what? I'm so stupid. I should have just bought the Takara MP10 and like, hey, now I got that official done. So I want to sell it.
Sorry, man.
Does it look good at least?
Yeah, it looks really good.
Yeah, I saw your pics on Instagram. Hey, look.
It's hard to take pictures of because this sucker, like anytime the light hits it, it just and makes it all blurry because it's bright.
It's pretty cool though. Anything else?
Just hang it from your ceiling.
There you go. Do a little dance. Invite some people over.
Oh, I bought another speeder bike.
Bought a speeder bike.
No surprise there.
Yeah, greedy. No.
I haven't even opened them in the package because there's nowhere to put them. Because I just redid the shelves and added my other newest speeder bike, and I was like, okay, I'm done with those. That is enough for anyone to be satisfied as far as speeder bikes on their Blackline series shelf. But then I was just passing through, and it was at my last stop, and I hadn't bought anything that day, and I was like, well,
You're
there's
this
a speeder
kid talking
bike
to this
for
his
$20.
mom. I really want a speeder bike, Mom. Okay, honey, let's go in the store and see if we can find one.
Oh, as soon as I heard him say that he wanted it, dude, I grabbed it. I was like, not today, Junior.
So I finally stopped at a Walgreens today, and I was like, I hit the guys up. I said, so what's the exclusives? I was trying to hook you guys up. I don't remember what we talked about, but nothing. There was nothing in that. That place is nothing in there. Especially after a Black Friday, I'm sure it was fished out also. But
oh yeah, definitely.
they had a couple of they had Brian Fellows on the pegs and some Ant-Man figs. That was about it.
Anything else, Josh? Anything? Nothing else?
Just some extra Star Wars stuff that I bought for my nephew.
Oh yes, I saw that.
That Kylo Ren's probably not gonna make it to him. He's too adorable.
Nice. Trent, how's it going, man?
Pretty good, and you? How's it going,
Good.
folks?
Anything new?
Not this week.
No?
Great night.
All right. It's all good. Cool. For me, I thankful I got power. I'm not gonna go into that, but it's really cool to live in modern society.
I got the power.
No, that was pretty cool. I also have to give a big shout out to Mr. Pinkerton for giving me the other two Star Wars Walmart exclusive Battlefront Shock Troopers. I would have taken all of them, but it's all right. And the funny thing about that was my power went off on Tuesday, and I'm like, okay, thinking normally power usually comes on, probably going to be sometime during the night, mostly within 24 hours. So I wasn't too worried about it. I get a message from him saying, hey, you looking for these? I'm like, oh yeah, totally, I'll buy them all. And he's like, well, Josh took, I got 2 left, Josh took the rest. I'm like, God, son of a bitch. And then I was like, okay, so I was out and about doing stuff, and I was looking for them myself because I have a website I can go to that gives me all the inventory for all the Walmarts in my area, and I found 2 shops that had them, or 2 Walmarts that had them, but
What's it called? Walmart.com or?
No, it's called something else. It's not even associated. Wait a minute, number, and you just punch in your zip code, and it gives you all the stuff.
Oh, nice.
So your Walmarts actually stock their freight and don't leave it in the back room? Like
no. I went in there and asked them, and they had no clue. And they're like, "It's do you?" And I started being a smartass. I'm like, Walmart's doing this special Battlefront release, Star Wars weekend special extravaganza. You see that that middle section there. You have all that stuff hanging and all that Star Wars stuff. I'm like, yeah. Well, you're supposed to have this figure. It said, and I'm pointing to my phone. It's right here. I don't know where it is. Have you checked the toy section? I'm like, yes, I've checked the toy section. It's over here.
They ask you the most obvious stuff. Did you check the toy section? No, I was wandering around in the grocery aisle.
Was it on an end cap? Maybe it was on an end cap.
But I think the guy was lying to me because the next day I checked their inventory and they were sold out. So I'm like, oh, that's fun. But
He scalped them.
yeah, but thankfully, Chris Pinkerton found them, and I got those. I got another First Order Stormtrooper, so I'm up to 10 with at least Wave 1 version. Batman animated Harley Quinn.
Ooh, that's good.
As far as I wish you came with more accessory pieces, but
I saw her today, and also the Robin.
Yeah, the little guy.
But Hastings, they're what are they? $24.99 or $25.99?
Yeah.
And
buy them online, man.
I was like, hey, online. It has these for $21. Instead of going through the whole thing where I gotta order it here on my phone and
I hand it to you to hold.
Yeah, can we just price adjust? And they're like, nope.
No.
But it's your website. It's yours. If it was someone else's, you'd match it.
Yeah, I did that with the Batmobile. I'm like, I'm carrying it up there. I'm like, it's $99, but it's like on your website it's 84. Do I have to come back? And they're like, yeah, I'm sorry. I'm like, this is really fucked up, but okay, whatever. But I got her. That was cool. I got some movies, Inside Out, Tomorrowland, Furious 7. I don't know, they were cheap. And then I got Flash, Arrow, Gotham, all those seasons.
What were they going for?
$10 a piece.
Oh, that's not bad. That's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I stayed away from all Black Friday crap yesterday, and I went in today to pick up a couple of things, and I didn't even bother, man.
Yeah, I went out on Thursday, and that sucked ass. But I really wanted the Arrow and all that just because I got addicted to that thing after Josh and Pinkerton's bear shirt, picture. I was like, oh.
Well, collecting DVDs is a thing. Maybe you should start it.
So, yeah, but I bought all those. Luckily for me, the lady that had them in her hand put them back because I was.
You're gonna punch her right in the face.
Just like, yeah, all right. I'm like,
oh, you can.
Like, all right, fatality.
Everybody got their cans ready? I'm gonna be on YouTube, bitch.
I ain't gonna be doing no French dip here. And then the last thing I got was the Megatronus at Toys R Us, the little warrior class dude. So that was it. All right. So with that said, let's get into a little bit of screen sharing, and then we'll get into some, I don't know, storytelling time by yours truly. Screen share.
Well, it's good you got your power back on, man.
Yeah.
That's terrible. When we had Superstorm Sandy out here, I was lucky enough that I was only out for about 36 hours. You had people that were out for like 2.5 weeks, so
yeah.
It's terrible. It's terrible, especially if you have a family, man.
Yep. Are you seeing everything that I'm seeing?
Yep.
Oh my God! There we go. Cool. Oh, what?
There you go.
All right. So this is my little pick.
That's dope. That's really dope.
Wanted to go with Transformers taking on G.I. Joe because G.I. Joe needs some help, and I think it's gonna be the Transformers to help him out. To reboot that brand.
Yeah, that's really dope.
But all right, so getting into my little plugs, we have the Cybercast episode 130. We just aired today. It's in video form, so after this, go check it out. Give it a like, subscribe. Good show. Talked about a lot of Transformer stuff, but then we got off topic. You can watch me lose my voice. It's just incredible.
It's all Chris's fault.
Don't you love
Davis died.
Don't you love shows like that?
Yeah. So. And then we also have Enter the Realm, the Realm of Collectors podcast, episode 22 on Monday. It's every Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the Realm of Collectors YouTube channel. I got the link right there. The link will be in the description also, but go check it out. I'm a fan of the show, and I don't mind plugging it. I like it. You guys are a great bunch of guys.
Thank you. We really appreciate it, man.
And I'm trying to mimic Jisk, so that's what I'm doing on this show. So I'm going with So, all right, and it kept me warm throughout the power outage, so that was quite nice. Kids would snuggle into it and be like, "Oh, give me a little more of that."
They're wrapped. One's wrapped up around your mustache. The other one's wrapped around the beard.
It was a snuggy beard, so it was quite nice. But here we go. We have Transformers Adventures Drift. I know Josh makes fun of me at times for RID, but I really do like this. I will pick it up.
Yeah, that definitely looks a lot better.
Yeah.
I have to say it looks pretty cool. Yeah, I honestly say it pretty cool. Is that like an exclusive, or is that just going to be a regular retail?
It's regular for Takara. It's just a regular retail.
Okay, it's a Takara retail.
It
I have
comes with
no knowledge of the RID line.
What's up, party people?
Other than Fix It. Hey, what's up, Ace?
Fix it. Ace is in here. Awesome.
What's up?
I can't see anything except for what I'm seeing. All right, so moving on from that, let's move into. We saw this on the Cybercast, but I needed to touch it again.
Oh God.
This looks absolutely fantastic.
Oh God. Give me a second. It's gorgeous.
How long until they change the name? Because it's the same name as
Who cares? Come on. Who cares? Who cares about a name?
What's in the name?
Look at it.
Would a rose by any other name smell as sweet?
But
You know,
definitely a pickup.
we saw it at TFCon. We saw the prototype, the unpainted proto, and there was just such a presence with that figure on that table. It was just wow, even unpainted. It was really nice.
Wow, he even has. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, please. I said that's a nice feature. I didn't see that. I didn't see the pullable chest.
And he
Couple
actually
has the same thing.
he actually has the anime. Is it the anime accurate face?
Yeah.
So yeah, you got that one, which you can kind of see, the faceplate, and then you got the.
Yeah,
That one?
nice
Yeah.
touch. Nice touch.
Yeah.
I think I prefer that face though over the other one, definitely.
Yeah.
But the elbows.
Yeah, I know.
What's
That's what I was just looking at
I
right
know.
there.
You know
I'm like,
why do they all got to do the elbows,
You
man?
mean the elbow?
The elbows.
Elbow.
L
Ring.
ring.
Yeah, there's vehicle mode. Oh, I passed. That was
There we go.
But it was cool that we saw that you can actually the turret swivels,
Nice.
which is really cool.
The treads also roll
Yeah.
individually.
Yeah, that's gonna be great.
So it's a really nice job that Make Toys, Maki Toys, Make Toys,
Maki
whatever.
toys.
Make that
Maki toys.
Make Toys. So it's pretty cool.
Turmoil.
There you
Turmoil.
go.
I know a lot of
That's-
people are on the fence with this, but I think this is a nice.
Why?
Yeah.
Well, people like this, like it's just a retool of Impactor. Who cares?
So what?
But it looks good.
It's a damn good one.
Yeah.
I might have to get that one because my con shelf is definitely lacking.
Definitely. Josh, you on this?
Nope. I think it looks cool. It looks cool, but I mean, if someone gave it to me, like, cool, but it's not happening. So
If it had a little bit of purple on it?
yeah,
Purple and yellow?
Nope.
If it just a little purple. I mean, I like black. I like purple. So
If it had Masterpiece there and Takara there?
Look
and
for
it was real.
Look for the
then-
Takara
then
Tomy
yeah.
stomp.
Is it obviously that you don't
If
have
it was okay, I guess the best way to say it, if it was official, then yes.
Oh, that's cool. The cannon goes on the hand instead of the over the shoulder like it does on Spartan. I just noticed that. That's cool.
I'm going to say this right now, and I know I'm going to get some flack for it, but this would make a great kind of like Megatron in some way. Just the way the mold is formed.
Talked about this like
All right, should I
an
just put it
hour
right now?
I'm just saying, just the way the mold looks, it could be a potentially good
just stop while you're ahead.
about people just like looking at something and not like appreciating it, but saying, you know what, they can repaint it to this and this and this and this and this and
I've
this.
got the original version of the mold, so I can talk about possible repaints all I want.
Oh, yes. Since we got Ace in here, episode of Figure Banging this coming Wednesday?
Hopefully.
Yeah.
If schedule's all lined up, we were going to do it this week, but Dust had to do the toy detox. He had to run into that, and then we had a couple people couldn't join. Couple people couldn't join, so it didn't line up. So hopefully this week.
Cool.
And here's a spoiler: it might not be a Transformer.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Is it going to be a Sailor Moon, Figure Arts?
You have to wait and see. We do have Jay Ruse on the show, so that's a good, strong possibility.
All right.
There we go.
Now, I think Dakota will love this, since he just wants the God Neptune version. But this is kind of cool if they're actually going to do this with their Poseidon figures. TFC Toys. So
TFC is really stepping up their game.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, their scaler looks nice.
So is this supposed to be the Seacon?
Yep.
Seacons.
Yep.
Okay.
So we got Piranacon or King Poseidon, then we got the...
King Poseidon's such a better name.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I love that name.
Yeah.
That's why I always have, like, for my G1s, this is King Poseidon. We got Piranacon for the Transformers Collectors Club, and then, obviously, God Neptune. But, nice. I do like that. So... All right, moving on. Hey, everyone's favorite. So I told you it's going to be a little more colorful on this show. Some of you guys have this figure. Are you guys happy that KFC is coming
I'm so
out?
happy.
You know, I knew it was coming, but It's a great fig, man. I'm gonna buy this also, and I really do enjoy the candy coated shell.
Yeah.
Also, it's really good. It's really
It melts in your mouth, not in your hands.
Yeah. Well, it does melt in your hands, but
yeah.
No, I haven't transformed mine, so I haven't any issues. I barely even touch it, but I look at it. It really is a striking paint job. I really enjoy it, and the figure's really nice. But this is the one I was waiting for, and fuck you, KFC.
Yeah. Do you think it's a kick in the balls that that KFC always does this? It seems
Yeah, I knew it was going to happen, but you know, it was taking so long, and then
It took longer than it should have.
Yeah, and then when they did what's his name, Double Deck or whatever it is, you know, the Twin Cast. I was like, all right, maybe this
New Transistor.
And then
New Transistor.
New Transistor, come here. And then when this came, I was like, oh, you fuckers.
I might have to buy it just so I can have one to transform. I transformed mine once and it started to flick, and I was like, nope.
I will have to say that this will probably be the best. It will definitely be up there, man, because the mold is good.
It's a good transformation too. It's
the only thing that's holding it back is of course, the paint issue on the other one. So this one's I think it's gonna knock it out of the park.
Do you have a bad waist or crotch on the?
No. Actually, I got it right next to me right here. I was fucking with it earlier. Everything is really tight. I know we're screen sharing right now, but no, nothing, no issues at all on mine.
So you're not gonna have to buy a Blitzwing then, or not Blitzwing.
Oh, were they giving replacement parts with the
crotch? New crotch.
Dicka.
New crotch.
No, but honestly, guys, you know, I'm gonna let you. It's really, every time I pick up this figure, I'm like, wow, and that's a lot coming from that company. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It really is. It really is. And the only one flaw that it was, and I understand they were going for that. You know, let's really knock it out of the park with this paint job. But it just seems like they get so far, and there's that one bad choice that they made.
And all they had to do was clear coat it.
Yep.
And it would have made a world of difference.
Yep. You're absolutely right. Go that one step further.
Well, do that, but what we were saying earlier is you come out with this first, but then on the other one, maybe it's a TFCon exclusive with the metallic paint, or it's kind of like not necessarily a lucky draw, but it's more limited in number. Like, hey, you got the one you wanted, but now if you want one that's a little bit more spiced up with some paint, then this is for you. And it would have sold better for that, and people would have loved them for it. Now people hate them for this shit.
Exactly. This goes all back to the Citizen Stack incident. So it's just their practices, and it's really sad as a company because they're really stepping up their game, and they could really be a company that could really really have a presence in the collecting, but it's tarnished. It's tarnished already, and if they keep doing this type of stuff, that guys, especially coming into third-party collecting, is going to be, nah, man, I heard the stories. I'm not messing with them. You know what I mean? And they're not even going to give it a chance. But I'm telling you right now, this figure is definitely get it. Definitely buy it. It is definitely worth your money. It really is.
Because this will be my first version of it.
Yeah, same with me. I was
definitely
waiting on it, and it's like I was gonna buy the version 2 that supposedly had some of the fixes and the different rewind, but now that they have this one, I'm like, okay, cool.
Yeah, so. And like when I was first buying back when this came out, I was always get it. I've become a little bit smarter as a collector, and I wait a little bit more.
Yeah.
But to be honest with you, I don't think this figure came out last year.
Yeah.
No, like last
maybe summer.
I remember a kid playing with it at not the last BotCon, but the one in Pasadena.
I think it was like 2 Christmases ago.
Yeah,
so it was like 2 years ago.
It was even longer. I remember bringing it to NJCC to show everybody. We were figure banging in the parking lot, and it was cold, so it had to be around the February show. I think
it was around Christmas time.
Yeah, so it's been out a while, and for it to take this long, it just I didn't think it would. I didn't think they were going to come out with it, of course, and then boom, there it is.
Oh, James, I remember the name Russell. There he is.
Russell.
That I said he showed up to the show and he hasn't come back, man.
Oh.
Who, Russ?
Russell's a good guy.
Yeah. ROC Russ?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. How come he hasn't been on the show? He was coming on your show for quite a while there, a couple of weeks, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he hasn't been in a hangout in a while too, man. Russ, what's going on, brother? Hit me up.
46 weeks ago he came out. So that's when I have pictures of him.
All right, so yeah, so it's about a year. Yeah.
The only reason I haven't picked him up is because I'm still on the wing of like, one day like Takara will bring it out, right?
Yeah, one day.
Right?
One day.
I'll
day.
wait for the Takara.
I mean, honestly, guys, to really, if you put him next to Soundwave, you could definitely see where they stole some engineering ideas, and it's very similar.
It's the same tape forwarding system.
Yeah, the upper body is pretty much similar, but
it looks good though.
Yeah, really,
better transformation.
The little things like in the inner thigh, excuse me, in the inner leg, not the inner thigh, the inner leg, all the detail that's there. And I'm telling you, even with the candy coated, it really is a striking figure, man. You just look at it and you're just like, wow.
You get a lot of bang for your buck.
Pretty. Yeah.
For the price too. I mean, you get the second head, the different heads for Rewind. That's
What's different on the forearm?
It's
that
a
looks
nice
quite
set.
Different. It's like a bulky bit on the back.
Oh, it's just one of the panels for alt mode. It folds around under the forearm.
Yeah, that's
a panel former.
Yeah, he's a little bit of a panel former on there.
I don't mind.
But there is a lot of detail on this thing. It really is.
Oh yeah, definitely worth picking. Okay, out of Transformers, getting into this. I'm sure Dan would have liked this, but Friday the 13th. Now this originally was a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive, but they are releasing it. Not sure about that version, but this actually has a sound chip in it, which is really cool. It has the theme music, but I just
it doesn't have.
I don't know. Kill.
Are you transforming or are you killing someone?
But you can see in the speaker box right there.
I was talking to Ace. He was.
Can I do both?
Okay.
You and your friends are dead. Game over. So I think that's pretty cool, and this was the first, I think, as far as exclusives to this retro look and gaming back in the day, but to have it come back out, that's really nice. So that's all for that. And hey, everyone, did you know that there's gosh darn it, go back. Okay, that kind of didn't work for me, but hey, there's a Star Wars movie coming out about in like 20 days or so. Episode 7, The Force Awakens. I think it's going to be a pretty successful movie, but I don't know.
It's going to be the biggest.
So that's coming out.
Josh, you definitely got that Star Wars fever, bro.
Dude, I got tickets for me and my dad in my wallet ready to go.
Nice. I wish I had that love, man. I'm a huge Star Wars fan. I was always growing up, but it's just not doing it for me right now.
See, I'm not going opening night because I was like, dude, it's gonna be so. I didn't want to take off. I would have to take off, and I was like, taking that off work, that close to Christmas is probably gonna be pushing it a little bit. So
yeah,
let me not, and I'll get off at 7:30 a.m. that Saturday, and the first showing is 10:30. I told my dad, I was like, got the tickets already. As soon as I get off, I'm going straight to the movie theater, and I'm just gonna set up shop, and hopefully I'm like, sit there for 3 hours. Hopefully I'm pretty close to the end, so we get some good seats.
Yeah, we Rolling Steel and I we're going to opening night, so we'll see how that is. That's gonna be a fucking carnival.
Dude, I can tell you that opening night, Star Wars is.
I don't even want to go. To be honest,
it's awesome. It's awesome. We went to opening night Star Wars for Episode 3, and this was in Grapevine Mills Mall, AMC, next to the DFW airport. We had to wait for 2 movies in front of us. Like as soon as we got in line, 2 movies had to go. Like they had multiple theaters, but we had to wait for about 6 hours or 5 to 6 hours before we got to go in.
Whoa.
And but the whole time we enjoyed it because there were people out there cosplaying. There were freaking lightsaber battles. There was just a lot of crazy stuff going on. It was really fun.
No, I can't do that now with the lightsaber battles. Most theaters are
there were people dressed up as Boba Fett.
You got shoelaces on? Take them shoelaces out. You can't bring them shoelaces in there.
So, I like my theater. My theater has the reserved seating, so I don't have to sit there in line. I know exactly where I'm sitting, and I paid for 4 seats, so I don't have anyone sitting next to me and my son. But it's nice. But All right, moving on to, as you saw, probably Star Wars Rebels. The new episode Wednesday is going to have the return of Ahsoka. That's pretty cool. She's going to take on the, I think the 2 Inquisitors. That was pretty cool. I'm really interested to see how are they going to phase her out and Rex, but because obviously we know that they don't play a huge part. And everyone's favorite, we talked about a little bit on Cybercast, Supergirl, CBS's new hit show. Young Superman being introduced. We'll get into that in a second, but they have the Red Tornado is going to be debuting this Monday. Oh, look, I can type in her name. Oh, I won't do that though. But so, what do you guys think? If you even care, a young Superman instead of a Superboy is actually going to be Kal-El, Clark Kent.
Now, when you say young Superman, do you mean younger than the guy is in Man of Steel movies?
Yes.
Yeah.
We're
Like
talking 13.
13-year-old.
Sorry to interrupt.
That doesn't
What's
make
up,
any
guys?
sense. That doesn't make any sense. I mean,
What's up, Tommy?
when he
So, man,
when he
Tom.
found
Hey, what's up?
Capra, he was a grown man. So when he found her, he was already Superman. So I mean,
That's why the whole timeline, what they're talking about, doesn't make sense. And they say it's so that we could show the bond between Kara and Kal-El whenever he was 13. But, like, he was an infant whenever he left Krypton, and then she went right behind him as a young teen. And, he arrived on Earth as an infant, raised by the Kents, to where he's an adult, and he's already Superman. Like, he's doing his thing. And, even if you take the Man of Steel, like she still hasn't arrived at that point because he's still a young Superman, still figuring himself out. He's already well established by that point. When she arrives, and she still arrives as a young teenager, so they don't have any type of bond, or anything like that. That it's stupid.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Throwing that out there. I know. I really don't care. I
haven't even checked it yet. I still gotta go back and watch. I haven't even.
I've been watching it, and some of the episodes are pretty cool. I think Livewire was a sweet character. And the actress that played Livewire pretty much nailed it. So
yeah.
There's some nice special effects in there.
Henshaw, I like that. I like that where that's going, and such. But we'll see what Red Tornado's all about. We have the crossover between Flash and Arrow. Heroes join forces, airing this coming Tuesday, Wednesday.
Oh, is that starting?
Yep.
Oh, great. I don't watch weekly. I just kind of I try to build up a couple eps and then I'll watch from there. So.
Yeah.
Now, is this going to lead into the new series, or were they going to do that during the mid-season break or something like that?
I think it's going to lead into it, but I'm not quite sure.
Oh, that's cool. I have to say the Hawks are bad. I just saw that. I was like, oh, Jesus Christ.
It looks like Halloween costume.
I have a problem with Hot Girl. This is what Jam and I were saying. It was like, she's like a
the teeth? Is it the teeth? Sugarfoot?
Okay, yeah, I don't like that. Okay, because that's the first thing. Every time when I first saw her, the first thing I always look at is the teeth.
Yep, it brings right to your attention. These are those Toronto actresses live in effect. I always said that about Arrow and Flash.
Okay. I'm really not trying to be mean here, but whenever I saw it, it looked like the top lip rolled up and the jaws came out like the alien. So.
Oh, wow. The chicks always look good on these shows, but when you really sit there and look at them, you're just like, man, Toronto, Canada, no disrespect, Tommy, don't get on me about the Canada stuff, but, they're not coming from the cream of the crop down here in the good old,
Okay, well, okay, but besides that, is the actress playing Hot Girl doesn't look anything like her. She's supposed to be a long redhead.
But she's got a great ass!
I'm not too thrilled with that.
So she looks good from afar, but far from good, is that what you're trying to say?
But, But there we go. We have the crossover, so it's coming.
There's a guy with the black mask.
Whenever only Oliver Queen was all by himself, and it was just he didn't tell anyone, and then it took him a long time to let Diggs in, Diggle, and it was just him. Now there's like 20 people that know Green Arrow is Oliver Queen, and there's a ton of people down there. Same thing with Flash.
Yeah, watching season 1 of Arrow, I'm like, okay, so he got Diggle in there. I'm like, okay. And then he got Felicity, and then he's just been showing off his identity to Tommy and all these other people. I'm like, okay, what's the point of wearing a hood if you're just gonna be out there just?
Hey, are you just on season 1?
Yeah, I'm starting over,
okay.
and I'm on season 1. So
I stopped at the end of 4. Are they on 4 now?
They're on 4 now.
Yeah, I stopped at the end of 3. I didn't finish 3, and then I heard 4 that he was running for mayor or some shit, and I'm like, yeah, I'm done.
Yeah.
But Flash, I'm totally in Flash, man. I saw that Gorilla Grodd last week, and that shit was killer.
Yeah, that was good. And sending him to Ape City, which is pretty cool.
Oh, yeah, wow.
Moving on into the Marvel world, we have Civil War here. Are you guys Captain America or Team Iron Man?
Pick a side. Cap all the way.
Team Cap.
Cap.
Team Cap. Wow. All right.
I'm so glad they're not.
I'd go with one. It's going to be Cap. I don't care for Iron Man.
All right. Cool. All right. Did you guys get a soft spot when he said that I was your friend too?
Oh,
I was like, oh man, that was deep. It hit.
See, I don't care about the Avengers. I'm an X-Men guy. I don't care about the Avengers. I'm DC and X-Men.
What were you saying, Chris?
I'm so glad that they're not doing the whole oh yeah, if you're not going to redshift and you're the bad guy kind of thing. It was kind of a stupid thing anyway, but I think the way they're going with the story for this one is more realistic, and I'm just so stoked about the trailer. When I saw Stark was just getting his ass kicked by Bucky and Cap, I was like, yes.
Yeah, when they were trading the shield back and forth.
Yeah.
Wow, really great trailer, really.
Yeah.
You definitely see where
the shield on him.
Yep. You can see that they're setting Bucky up to take the shield. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
definitely.
Setting that up.
Mm-hmm.
What's the actor's name?
What?
What's the actor's name? Play Captain America. I know. He said he was only doing
Johnny Storm.
Yeah.
Was it 1 or 2 more Captain America films or whatever, and then he was done?
No, I thought he said he'd do as many as they need him to do.
And what's his face said he'd only play Iron Man.
That money's rolling in. None of these guys are saying I'm.
They want a piece of that pie, big time.
Yeah. This is a day in the life of Chris Evans' house. Beep, beep, beep. There's that semi truck. What do you want? What do you want these pallets of hundreds?
Dude, Robert Downey Jr. He had thrown his career away again, and this brought him back.
Yep, this is definitely the. Yep.
Yeah.
But as far as just a standalone movie, I think this is going to be really good. I have no idea where it pertains to the whole Thanos and Infinity Gems and all that type of crap, but I do like the fact that we see Black Panther finally in here.
Yeah, they will definitely segue into that cosmic stuff after this is all said and done. But I like the way Falcon has a little more shine.
Yep,
definitely. You see him a little more action. He's kind of a little bit more of a character and not just playing the back role.
Yeah, it does look really good.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't too thrilled about it because I'm a comic book guy, and it's not gonna. Of course, it's not gonna be able to follow the story with the 8,000 characters running around and fighting each other. But when I saw that trailer, I was like, yeah, man, this is it. I'm in.
Now, didn't you see the Scarlet Witch in there too? And one thing where she was there with Falcon and Captain.
Yeah.
Okay, because remember at the end of that Avengers where they're like, hey, here's kind of your own little new squad. It looks like Captain is taking hey, that's the squad we're going to use to battle against the Avengers.
Yeah, they went with him, and she seems she's got a little bit of a power upgrade there. She was doing the old flying thing, using the propelling and going up. So it seems like she's been working on the powers.
I don't know if I agree about Spider-Man being on Stark's side though. I would see him being like an impartial kind of like torn between the two, because I know he's like very pro Cap and pro Stark. So him just saying, "Oh well, yeah, sorry, Cap, I'm going."
Do we even
comic book though? He was on Stark's team for a while when he was the Iron Spider, and he was the one who revealed his identity to everyone. And you know, Jameson had to shit his pants when he found out it was Peter Parker. But
do you think that they're actually going to be able to put him in?
Everyone wants him in there, and they're like, we didn't see him in the preview. But
no, they're not. If anything, it's going to be like towards the end of the flick. It's going to be kind of that things are going bad, and all of a sudden, everybody jumps up. You know, Spider-Man's here.
You just see a web come by, and he swings in. Stop, guys! Fine, you guys are friends. Can't we get along?
Let's go and get some pizza.
It's like, we gotta stop this. Okay, now we gotta take on this bad guy like Thanos. All right. Okay, you're cool.
So I mean, because aren't they still in talks? I guess from Sony.
They're gonna help write the next Spider-Man movie, which might be another reboot.
So that might be the balance off if we let
it's still gonna be released by Sony, but I think Marvel's gonna help write.
If you let us use him now, we're gonna make him a success next time. Gotcha.
Maybe we can use it in our movie next time.
Yeah, I get you.
See, I like
child in a divorce.
Andrew Garfield.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, James.
Yeah, Garfield was good. I liked him.
Yeah, they didn't give it a chance.
Yeah.
They didn't give it. I don't think they really gave it a chance.
I mean, I think whenever they went into that, they're like, dude, it's going to be the money just like with the Maguire Spider-Man, but more because now it's new and more people are into it. Dude, that Spider-Man hit. It was the biggest movie of all time, right? For a long time.
Yeah, for a while. I would love for them to at least, I want to see a new take on like Venom, some more characters from the Spider-Man universe again. But
yeah.
Need Carnage.
Yeah, Carnage. Yeah.
Are we getting the Sinister Six after them because they'd like change it over or not?
I thought they tanked that. I thought we weren't going to get that.
They were at first because Rhino was supposed to be in the next movie, and we were supposed to see, some other characters. But yeah,
Carnage, you have to make it rated R, just like Deadpool.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
Just like Spawn would have to be rated R.
Yep. Yeah. If they did a Spawn now, you would have to do it.
Who could play Carnage though? Like, the only two people I could think of, Jim Carrey, but he's too old.
Jim Carrey.
The ones that I really liked.
How about...
He was off The Green Mile, the crazy one.
What about the dude that played the supposedly Joker on Gotham?
Oh, yeah.
He's kind of a cool Cletus Cassidy. He's a little ginger action going on there. You know what I mean? He had that look and he had that, insane, twinge in his eye. He could do a little Cletus Cassidy there.
I thought he was very close to.
Yeah, I know. We all did. What? We all did. They really got us on that one, man.
Oh yeah.
I was like, you fuckers, no.
You know what? He played it really, really good. To where I'm like, you know what? You should have saved this guy for when you wanted the real Joker because he nailed it.
I don't think we're going to see a Joker. I think we're just going to see the early stuff. But they definitely rickrolled us.
Yeah.
They rickrolled us on that one. They definitely rickrolled us on that one. Uh-oh, pre-Black Friday.
Speaking of Gotham, dude, what's going on with Penguin at Riddler? That Riddler is awesome. He looks a lot like Riddler, or not looks, but he's taken on that character.
His mannerisms, they nailed it with him. They definitely nailed it.
Couple episodes, man, Riddler is on point. Penguin, he's cool, but Riddler is like the character that's on point right now.
I just want to start seeing when Penguin's going to start eating and he's going to get shorter somehow and get fatter.
Just can't wait till like 25 years from now when we start to see Batman and stuff. So.
On the 26th season of Gotham,
young Bruce Wayne returns.
moving into pre-Black Friday, so I guess Gray Thursday went on. Just if there's any stories, anything you guys want to talk about or not, we can just skip this crap. But I just thought, there was no rampage, like soccer moms trying to beat the hell out of each other, trying to get that, Lego set or anything. But I don't know if you guys have any stories.
I think it's going to lose. It keep losing luster. The luster's going to be gone because they're getting earlier and earlier, and just come on, let people be with their families, man. Just come on, enough.
Plus, Amazon price matches everything anyway.
Yeah, I'm at dinner on Thanksgiving, and my brother-in-law's like, yeah, I got to go to Toys R Us soon. Why? Well, there's such and such I could get at $30 cheaper. I'm like, bro, there's 2 of them there. You're not getting it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. Or like these TVs and everyone.
Here's the $30. Let's sit down and have dinner. You know what I mean? I'll give you the $30. You know what I mean? So it just. So what about Tom? Tom, are you doing any skid rating on Black Friday?
Yeah, I did actually. Does that ever change? No, man. I went into the back. It's funny. I went to the back of this Walmart where you're not supposed to go because I go there all the time. I go, fuck, what are they gonna do, man? Right? I seen a whole bunch of skid there, so I picked up a whole bunch of those cases of the Black Series Star Wars, man. So I haven't collected the Star Wars yet, but man, I could easily have Wave 1 and 2 and whatever else done already. But I just pulled them out, man. I walked out. I wanted this on their arm, wanted that on there. I was just pulling them out. Started telling the guys there in Winnipeg. I said, "Guess what?" Took pictures. I said, "Look, buddies, look, I got."
Come get them. They weren't even like on the... Help everybody, help the fellow collectors out, man. That's it.
Yeah, and then I opened the boxes, and they're looking at me, and I'm putting them on the racks. Do your jobs, man.
That's the type of guy you are. Not only do you go through the box and grab what you want, but you'll stock the rest of it. All right, look at the UPC number. UPC ends with 069. There we go, 069, 069.
That's what I do with the Toys R Us guys. I'm like, hey, do you have this? And they're like, yeah, here's the case. I'm like, all right, just give me the case, and I'll restock what I don't want. I'll stock what I don't want. And they're like, all right,
sure, man, sure, go for it, bro. Hey, here comes the guy that stocks the shelves. Bring out the good stuff.
And before I leave, I put a couple, ROC stickers around.
I saw those pictures.
Yeah, I'm running out of business cards, so I gotta get another box.
Hit up Jay. Print out some more.
Yeah, it's all fun. I have a fun time doing it.
Oh yeah, and it's also fun just to go out there and kind of people watch, see what people do. And you're in line to get a no-name brand 20-inch, 50-inch, whatever TV that's going to cost you like $50. You know it's going to just break or not.
Yeah, it's going to be gone in 6 months anyway. But yeah, you save $200. Great.
And we deserve the carnage.
Oh yeah, but
Black Friday is always that. It's always that animal. You're not gonna get away from it. Like I said, I went in there today and to see what was left over, and there was nothing, anything for me. You're getting subpar product. You get your 1 or 2 good items, but they're limited in quantity, and you really want to be camped out for 12 hours when you should be with your family, man. It's really sickening. And I'm in retail, and I'm in retail. I've been in retail, and I'm lucky enough to have a company that's not open on holidays like that.
Yeah.
It's just sickening. When I did work, I worked for Walmart for 10 years, and in management, and it would be like, hey guys, I got to leave at like 5 because I got to be there at 3 a.m. On Black Friday. It just come on. End it. Let's just have Saturday. Why don't we just make it Black Saturday? You know what I mean? Just put the sales on Saturday. Why does it have to be right after the holiday?
They just call it White Saturday. I don't know.
That's racist.
Well, and the other thing too is a lot of the prices are cheap online. So why even leave?
Yeah, now we have this box that's connected to other boxes, and then that's where most of your deals are coming from now. I remember last year, Christmas-wise, I did everything online. And I'm probably going to do it this year. I'm a little behind this year. Usually I'm kind of done by now, but I'll probably sit down next weekend and just bang it all out in one shot.
Yeah, it's a lot more convenient than having to go into a store, be disappointed, that nothing's there. I mean, the thrill of the hunt is fun at times, but when you come home and you're empty-handed and you have nothing, and then you're like,
it's out of control,
a pack of gum.
Yeah, it's out of control.
If you're Asian kid, Matt, you've already had to ask 3 different people at 3 different places to give you a jump because you done ran down the Oh my God, man, this toy hunting sucks.
It's like every time I go into a Walmart, especially I can't say every Walmart, but I'm just saying the Walmarts in my area. There's nothing there. It's like even the littlest, stupidest thing. My favorite socks, or a fucking pack of razors, or shaving cream, or something. Everything. Then it's the shelves are always fucking empty. Like I gotta shop online, get it sent to the store, and pick up the regular stuff because it's never on the shelf. That's just my area. In this area, it's really bad, and I know what it is. There's 3 guys working on overnight. You got 13 pallets. They can only do 3 pallets out of the 13. The rest of it get wrapped up, sent to the back. 2 more trucks come the next day. You got the same 3 guys coming back. You get what I'm saying? Rinse, wash, repeat. Stuff is sitting right in the back. Yeah, and that's why I said to you earlier, Jay, I was like, wow, your Walmart employees actually put the fucking stock out. They don't get to it over here because they don't have the payroll.
I do it here.
They're not hired. Yeah, Tommy does it up there. Tommy, come on down to the US. Show them how to do it. But the Walmarts here, they're just running. They're running their staff so thin that they're not able to keep the shelves filled. It just catches up to them, man. It really does. And I saw that happening before I left that company years ago. So. Walmart 101. If you stock it, they will come.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else you guys want to talk about? Get off your chest. You have a little. I don't know.
Not everybody jump up at once. Wow. Come on, guys. Wow.
All right. Well, it's been
all
fun.
Right. Cool. Hey guys, check it out. Peace. He's just throw the headphones down. I'm out.
I'm done.
Hey, have you guys checked out that new store? There's a guy that opened up a store this weekend. Jose. You see Jose's store? Popped up all those pictures, all the stuff he's selling. Holy moly!
Yeah.
I didn't jump all over.
On that one.
Yeah, Jose. Yeah. He's definitely he's dropping some stuff, man. So check him out. He's selling some goodies.
Yeah, I'm in on it.
The sell to survive, man. Sell to survive. Sometimes you come to your time, you're like, I don't want this, I don't want this. Let's just clean the collection.
Yeah, everybody should check it out. If anybody hasn't checked it out, check it out, man. He's got a whole bunch of pictures up there. Help him out. He's selling those off and cheap too, man. Real cheap.
Hey, Josh, you were selling your G1 collection, right?
Yep, still selling it.
How's that going? You almost done?
No. I'm maybe 3% done, but I've already made about 1,500 in the past, this past month, I think.
That's dope.
G1
to get all on 6-inch TIE fighters.
Is it Evil Bay? You're just sticking to Evil Bay?
Yeah. I'm selling it on there, so.
Yeah.
You can reach
more masses on the.
Yeah. It's a slow grind too, man. But
well, the thing is like you put on there. It's like, hey, here's what I always put like with the bidding stuff. I'm like, okay, here's the least I'm willing to take for it, and I always gauge that off of what stuff is like going at the current market. And I'm like, okay, mine's complete and mine's in this condition, so I'll look for the one that is the lowest price, complete, and around the same condition as mine. And I'm like, okay, I'll start there because that's what the current market is. And if I start at the bottom, then bids can only go up. So I price it at the least amount I'll take, and then I usually have a buy it now, but I never have make an offer because I don't care about. I've done that before, and people like I remember when
lowballing it.
Yeah. You take
$4
$500 figure. I had a Feral Rex $500 figure. All 5 combiner things, and a guy was like, "Yo, man, like shipped next day, $125." I'm like,
all right.
Wow.
That's great. You know, eBay takes 10%, PayPal takes their 5%. Yeah.
So ask him, you want the left arm or the right arm?
$30 to ship.
Yeah. No problem. I got you, buddy. We'll make this.
I took
I'll give you the left arm.
offer off of the table, so I don't even do that. But people still like, hey, will you take this and this? I'm like, do you see a make an offer?
Yeah. Yep. What can I do to put you into this Feral Rex today?
They're like, well, you really want to get it off your hands today? I'm like, no, I don't care, because I'm gonna start, I'll keep on putting stuff on there, and it's gonna take maybe a while to sell, and I'm okay with that.
Yep.
Because I'm gonna get what I think I should get for it.
Yeah, I mean, but yeah, man. Honestly, you made that dough this month. That's good, man. Even if you slow roll it, you're thinning the herd, and you're making what you think you deserve for those things.
If you got a bumper or a jet dasher, those are the last two I need.
Who?
Bumper and jet dasher, those are the last two I need.
Bumper and jet dasher. Those are the last two.
I don't have bumper. No.
What is it? What is a bumper?
It's a cross between Bumblebee and Cliff Jumper.
Well, it's a little bit different. It's not exactly.
Hence the bumper.
Yes.
Hence the bumper.
Hence the bumper.
Hence the bumper.
It was a weird release.
So Ace, you honestly really only have 2 more to go for you.
2 more to go. Yes. And 2 guns.
And 2 guns. Okay. So how come we're not doing like a spotlight video on the complete G1 collection? Are we waiting for bumper and?
I don't have a complete G1 collection yet.
Okay, so we're waiting for Bumper and Hishkabittle to get there with the 2 guns. Okay.
Bumper and Hishkabittle.
well, all right. Let's. I definitely want to help you find these figures. Let me help you find these figures so we can do the spotlight. We can do a whole video on this. All right.
Please let me help you.
Please
help us help you.
All right, you guys gotta understand. I've been car shopping for a week, so I have car salesmen on me. You know what I mean? What can I do today?
What can I do to get you in a complete collection today?
Yeah. Fuck you. Don't give me
brush coating.
Okay, you
floor mats.
They're like, and Mr. Eddie, this car actually comes with a lot lizard. And
yes. Oh,
that's the one I'm taking.
That's the one I want. It's a rolls can hardly. It rolls up one hill, can hardly roll up the next. Yeah, I'm buying that one. Thank you, sir. Oh, shady business, man. Shady business. That's talk for another day. Cool. Awkward silence. Perfect time to cut out.
I think we might end it there. Or, Dalton, do you have something to say?
Yes. Has anyone else thought about getting the Battlecore Prime, or has already done so?
No.
The hell is Battlecore Prime?
What's that?
It's the white.
You mean what Dakota did, and he's trying to...
Oh.
Well,
I have that stupid thing.
Something that's...
Primal Sabbath, if you want it.
He already sold it.
Okay.
But Repro Labels has shown off 2 of their sets for it.
Nova Prime. I don't need another Nova Prime.
I thought maybe Thunderclash. Thunderclash is...
Thunderclash. That could be worth it.
I thought maybe they're going to make it look red.
But they already have one for that.
You get about 85 red stickers.
Oh, God.
No, they don't even send you stickers. They send you a can of spray paint.
They just send you a Sharpie, a red Sharpie.
Yeah, a red Sharpie.
You assholes. That's funny.
Great question, Dalton. Thank you.
Yeah, so we're ending on a Combine Wars note. That's great.
Man,
C-dubs. We're ending on. Shout out to Matt Deluxe Baldwin. We're ending on a C-dub moment. Yay! Hell Hasbro.
All right. Well, so we'll end there. Chris, Mr. Barrett.
Hello.
You can start us off.
Barrett Prime on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter, and all that jazz.
Go. Charles.
Charles, you can find me on Twitter and Instagram and Optimus4Prez.
Awesome. Dalton, you're up, man.
Dalton, you can find me on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, all Daltonians TFs.
Okay. Dust?
Yeah, Dust Mites on Twitter, Dust Mites Instagram. That's my home. That's where I do all the business. Dust Mites on YouTube. We have the Realm of Collectors YouTube channel. Enter the Realm is a podcast we do on Mondays. And that's it, man.
Cool. Yep. Definitely check it out. Josh?
You can find me, G1Extron, on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, and my Facebook page is the G1Extron.
Mr. Ace Milo.
Ooh. Ace Milo everywhere, YouTube, Twitter, most active on Instagram, realmofcollectors.com. Check out Figure Banging, YouTube podcast usually every other Wednesday, but we're a little sporadic. But just pay attention to the Facebook Realm of Collectors group and Instagram, and you'll see when we're doing it.
Awesome. And our Northern Warrior, Mr. Barricade.
Yeah, you can find me on Facebook, Tommy Barricade Lloyd II, and on IG I'm Tommy Stars, TOMMYSTRZZZ.
The hell's a Z?
And, come on, let's not get into that. Don't forget to check out the Realm of Collectors ROC Hangout, which follows the Enter the Realm show on Monday.
Yes, Tommy is the ROC ambassador of the Hangouts.
Ambassador, man.
Ambassadors.
And Trent.
Find me on Facebook, Twitter, and Trent5.
Cool. And you can find me, Victory Saber 77, on Twitter, YouTube, at that, Facebook, and Instagram is the Victory Saber 77. Thank you for watching. Appreciate it. Give this a like. Go check out the Cybercast. It's in video form. Definitely go check out the Enter the Realm podcast on Monday, and stay tuned for the hangout afterwards, because that's really cool too. It's a bunch of guys just hanging out and just shooting the shit, which is cool.
Just being jackals.
We love.
Yeah.
We like to shit shoot. We
like
shoot
to
shit.
we
shoot shit.
We do a lot of that.
Shooting.
Poop shooters, but and then Figure Banging on Wednesdays. So, and it's not going to be a Transformer, supposedly.
Maybe.
Wow. Maybe we're actually branching out.
So,
Are we going to branch out to the realm?
Ring.
So thanks everyone for watching, and hashtag get well Primal Sabbath, hashtag stay pound cake.
You know, I caught the first 10 minutes of the show, and I saw that, and when I heard that, I started laughing. I was in the other room when I heard it, and I started giggling, man. Yeah.